right. Here we are. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. I don't think I'm forgetting anything terribly important. Probably. Maybe not. Probably, though. You know, we're going to find out. All right, so what do I do here? What's first? Let's get the game started. Okay. What could I be missing? I've got the me, I've got the thrown objects, I've got the labels, I've got OBS, I've got the title and the going live. Something feels hollow, and I think it's because I just kind of left halfway through a conversation with Juniper. Man, it would be... I have only just now noticed that she's sitting on a phoenix egg. But how it would be so cool. It sure would. I have no idea how I was going to end that sentence. I have completely lost it. I can change that name. I can actually put a name on these immortal files. Imagine that. Okay, so we've got an elf. I don't see any elves. We've got an assortment of corpses. What were we doing? This is a fortuitous treasure. What is a fortuitous treasure? Okay. That's a thing. Boy, that sure would matter a lot more if it had, if I did literally any mining around here. Let's harvest some pears. What am I doing? So, this is a recent attack by Mount 100 Insects. That is a recent attack by... Okay, so we're establishing... I have created this. Why did I put it there? Why did I... Why... Okay, so that one, that's the relic. We know why that one is there. What is this? Power 24, capacity 600. It's terrible. Doge found a prayer coin while eating dumplings. Okay, Doge is eating dumplings. I have a half-illuminated fishing rod. Fang King. He's just visiting. Mesmer has bone pain again. What am I... Oh, it's day 7 of summer. We were doing Golden Core. That's what we were doing. Okay, so in summer, who are we looking at here? It's not a fire law, because those are spring. So what's summer? Earth laws. That's shock. Yeah, okay. Now we're getting it. Okay. Improving max key. All laws get bonus. Okay, okay. You can have a key overflow before the breakthrough. That's okay. Okay. Key sense is okay. If you have a really good branch leader, then being in a branch helps. You can get a bonus to key sense by talking to a cultivator at the Kunlun competition. Okay. Okay. I don't know if I learned anything there. These are... Well, we can have Shock look over her laws here, because apparently there are some exclusive ones. You need Golden Core for that. You need Primordial Spirit for that. This is all Golden Core stuff. Earth Mother, that's the one. Okay. All right. So, what do we got here? That's the season. I've already looked at the season. Here's the weather. So I'm going to need some Foon Wind. That might have been Shock who had that before. All right, but we've got the Foon Wind. Okay, what is this? Date ranges, best seasonal factor. Yin Yang. These are date ranges. Okay. The ambient light determines this aspect, which roughly corresponds to the hour of the day. As a general rule, Earth and None prefers the twilight. The table below shows a section of date ranges with the best seasonal factor. Well, how does that affect me? Oh, hold on. Not a guarantee of end results. Is this a convenient little web tool? Nope. That's a download. So I think it's going to be 9 o'clock. I think it's going to be 9 a.m. that I want this, but I don't know. Spring Festival, weather, season, yin yang. Oop. Page is kind of exploding. Okay. So, external factors. I want to check the yin yang. The website's a little slow today. Okay. What if I search time of day? Is there a page on the time of day? There is. Lasts 10 minutes. That was not helpful. I shall stick with my normal 9 o'clock in the morning. So we'll check with me. Do I have the Foon Wind? I do have the Foon Wind. There's Juniper doing Juniper stuff. Here's another dying cultivator. Keep on throwing corpses in there. And these ones that are already dead can be buried. So I still need to make some wooden artifacts. Still need to make sure that... Nah, Buchunmei is busy. Celeris is generally responsible for the fireworks around here. Let's give him some literal responsibility for fireworks. Okay. So, Donatello, what's wrong with you? Oh, yes, you had that turtle boil. Alright. Things are going well. Everybody's alive, more or less. So I've got a couple of days left. How much ki do you have? 8,000. How about Owlin? How much ki do you have? 14,000. What in the world did you eat? That's a 90% Earth Flux. Eternity Pill, Sprout Pill. I keep losing shock. Ah, you haven't had your Earth Flux yet. Which means I must be refining this Earth Flux. There, we're getting it. There we go. Silver's doing her thing. Resilient. Spectre Refinement. The Earth Flux. We'll just say 30 times. Because it'll otherwise stop on its own. I don't think the elf is still around. Silver, you say you are ready to level up. We'll take the Ancestral Throwback, and the Steel Bone, 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 and a Temper. How about this one? I'll take the Blessed Flesh, and 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 the Blessed Flesh. Yeah, sounds good. Oh boy, we had more than one. We had more than one going. We don't need the Corrosive Blood because this is a defensive ability. Fundamentally increases... Oh, okay. Increases the max by a little bit, but slightly increases the consumption. So, we need to upgrade the regeneration. There, we got our Steel Bone. Do we need Baleful? Nope. Oh, this is agony. Why do I have to scan all of these? We're just going with tempers. Alright, Steel Bone. Don't need Sharpened or Baleful. She's just going to keep taking steel. We are just going to keep taking steel. And this one we're going to take Blessed. And Blessed. The holiest of legs. The holiest of thigh meats. My mistake, this is the calf. Heavenly Shield leg has ascended. Heavenly Shield leg is doing just fine. Okay, so the fourth layer. We need more steel in the shin bone. Alright. Kyupianshang is just kind of chilling. And we are probably one remold away from being done on this shin bone. Looks good to me. So you are a corpse, and will be buried as such. You are not dead yet. You've got 30 seconds left. You will be, don't worry about it. Okay, so I'm still focused on getting this breakthrough done. And then on the 25th, we do another Golden Core breakthrough. So this has been worked with already. This has also been worked with already. I need another storage pile. Much like this one. So this is just everything to do with cultivation. Kind of surprising that I only had one of these. Did I... No, it was already like that. Okay. Hey, Shock. I've got some fun drugs for you. Alright, what are we going to get here? We are at just under 8,500. Shock is playing the zither. Impressive that Shock is playing the zither in that room. Because, boy howdy, that's a hot room. Let's put an air conditioner in there. And by air conditioner, I mean soul of some kind of magical creature. How's the wheat doing? Wheat's doing just fine. Gang of demons in the Riverbank Plains. This sounds like a job for Juniper. Where's Juniper? Get him, Junie. Okay, that's me. I have taken over. Alright, now Shock is just under... That went from 84 to 14, so 8.4 to 14. We'll round up. That was over 5,000 key. Hot damn. Probably won't get a tier 0, but yowza. So, well, that's just regular ginseng. How about the fancy stuff? Fancy stuff is a tier 6. What would I get if I refined one of those things all the way up? Alright. Hello, Bone Stick. Goodbye, Bone Stick. So I have things to be leveling up. One with Mountain. Nah, Purified Energies. I see no reason not to do this. The Heaven Mending Chant. Okay, oh. Fair enough, you get the Heaven Mending Chant. One with Fire. Grand Artifacts. I don't know what that is. Mind Blast. Significantly increases max key. Cannot coexist with Primal Blaze. I don't know what Primal Blaze is. Do I have Primal Blaze? I have Resilient. Okay. I see. I see. Cannot coexist with Primal Blaze. One with Fire, Primeval Force. Do I get one of these? It looks like I get one of these. This is success rate of artifact crafting, max key and intelligence. Karmic Fire is one with Fire, Primal Blaze, one with Fire, Primeval Force. Okay, I think these three are exclusive with each other. Couldn't swear by it, though. Oh, hey, look at that. I have a Subspirit. I have not attached any, though. Well, I still don't know what that is. So these are set for sale. Key fasting pills. I see no particular reason that that those need to be kept anywhere. Alright, so what am I going to refine? We'll get a new vessel going. Group of hostile frantic boars. $358 spirit stones for a Panacea pill. But we've got a merchant. There is a merchant here. So we'll talk to him. We'll see what he's got. Alright. In the meantime, let's harvest everything that's down here. Jiaoshan is under attack because she's hunting. She'll do that. Hello, merchant. Fortuitous treasures are once again worthless. That's torch elixir. Oh. That's 10,000, but I'm pretty sure that's worth it. Alright, they have a Panacea pill. It's 5,000. Like, I feel like I maybe could have gotten an incredibly cheap Panacea pill. On the other hand, maybe I would have done the opposite thing there, and I would be out $400 for a $5,000 pill. Hello, thank you for the lurk. Do I need more Phoenix wood? Oof, they do not like the key fasting pills. And they're tepid on soul pills. What have we got that needs selling? Bunch of terrible equipment again. All the terrible equipment you can lay eyes on. Congratulations on being the garbage collector here. Alright, anything tier 6 or above can stay. It has not been very long since the last time they came through here. Alright, that is 10,000 timber. Yeah, let's sell 10,000 timber. I'm pretty sure I'm auto-crafting it. And we'll sell 10,000 brownstone blocks. 12 and 20, so I'm still making a net gain of 8. Lots of offcuts, but those are not especially useful. Various artifacts. Now, I think it hasn't been very long since the last time we had a merchant come through. Yep. So I'll just take 8,602. 8602, and that'll match us up. Confirm. I have sold things. It has recorded the sale. Now, next question. What about those bows? That's the Enforcer. Oh! Look at that. My treasure is still there. Soul Shot. Okay, so these things actually are quite good. Hey, I have a spirit. Jiao Shan is still hunting boars. Are you okay, Jiao Shan? You have a slight rupture in the scapula. You're fine. Ah. You are welcome to move corpses to a staging area. Where's the staging area? Also, what's this? Terrible. To the formation with you. Also bad. So many terrible artifacts in this forest. Where is the staging? Is it still there? Oh, it is still there. That one is still slated to be buried. So it's day 8. It is day 8 of summer. Violet had some inspiration. What'd you think about Violet? Ah, yes. Yep. Vi exploded again. Becomes completely corrupted in 14 seconds. Hey, Owlin. Save Vi. Hey, Owlin. Now. Thank you. It is still 43 Celsius even in there, even with the incredibly cold soul pearl that has been added. That's a panda. That's a merchant. That's a dead tiger. Why do I know what this place looks like? Doge is looting corpses. Alright, so a torch elixir can be used once, and lets you use an extra artifact. I think I'm going to let Shock have that. Give me just a moment. Torch elixir. Increases the number of artifacts that can be used, as well as increasing sub-spirits by 1. It is crafted from boss materials. I'm going to look up what sub-spirits do. Okay, they are necessary for the creation of sub-spirit gear. That sounds important. Property that become available upon reaching primordial spirit. So you just randomly get one. You can refine your origin. Okay, manuals. Consumables. Surviving tribulations. So what do you use them? Infusing sub-spirit gear will increase the sub-spirit's used counter, which increases the sub-spirit state. This allows for stronger epiphanies to be infused. While the sub-spirits themselves are lost during a rebirth, the number used is kept. Possessing a mortal who already has infused sub-spirit gear before rebirth will transfer the sub-spirits of the possessing cultivator to the possessed mortal. While resetting the sub... Okay. So if you get a little tricksy with it, you can have a set that continues forever generating stronger sub-spirits. But it takes a lot of work to get that, I think. Okay, so what is sub-spirit gear? Alright, you can get... Generally, it allows you to break the rules. Okay. Cannot be worn by Shendao or body cultivators, but... So do you, like, attach a law into a piece of gear? Well, that's kind of cool. That being said, what am I looking at here? Elemental compatibility. All right, all right. They may use up to 6 artifacts. Yeah, I don't see a reason why not. Okay, basically just whoever is best at artifact combat should have more artifacts. So that's what I will do. I'm also going to build another big chunk of storage. By 19. We'll go with 9 by 19. So we need to make some more bamboo offcuts. It's going to be a storage area. And it's going to be a low priority general purpose cultivation storage. That'll do. Okay, so now what do I want with all of this? They're getting the clear up. Oh yes, I've got to craft some more bamboo offcuts. Jade, ice crystal, wood, goldwood, phoenix. There it is. Very little bamboo to be had. Oh, here we go. They were harvested for the shoots, but I have to chop them down if I want the actual wood. That being said, I should have a bamboo patch. What's the temperature tolerance on those? We're gonna find out. Do I really want a bamboo field in the middle of my place, though? I don't think I do. So, we'll give it some space. And we'll make a 20 by 20 bamboo field. Grow plants. What do you need for bamboo? Hold on. Doge is hesitating. You often help chop down trees? You totally do. Because you're a good dog. Ah, this dark steel spear and fire-essent sword of Tau can be sold, because I don't want them. So let's deal with that. I have a lot of various drugs. All right. Well, I think that's about all I had. That's 105. You got yourself a deal. I may have sold a sword of Tau that I actually wanted to keep. But, oh well, I'll just make another one. Ah, there's Shock's treasure. Darksteel Timber Axe, Cloud Drift, Soul Shot. Oh, look at Cloud Drift being usable. Even though I didn't make it. Or order it to be made. So, oh right, we have all of these metal swords or shock. And I'm pretty sure we just gave her a new artifact. So it's day 8. By day 11, we want to go hard. The panda has come to harm. The panda has heat stroke. I don't feel like dealing with that. Looks like panda's back on the menu, boys. Alright. We are planting our ungodly huge field of bamboo. Buchunme is tired. Well, take a nap. In the meantime, we're going to go out into the world and adventure. She's busy. We're going to adventure the goons out to get a haul of bamboo. Why is it still glowing blue? Cheng Song needs an axe. There are spare axes. You're really going at it there, huh? How about you go pick up an axe? Because we have one for just such an occasion. It's waiting for you. A Lushu is here. Doge, kill it. It's too hot to have a Lushu in the neighborhood. Alright. So, Juniper is going to use strategy. Oh-ho, transformed into a commoner and was taken away by the wicked on purpose, so as to take out the wicked in one fell swoop. No one knew it, but this was in accordance with the creed of heaven, and Juniper gained virtue for it. So let's butcher these animals. It's raining a little bit. 2 soul pearls from this one. Doge is not so quick at butchery. Well, what would you expect from a Shiba Inu? Alright, Juniper is having a grand time. Everybody believes in Juniper, because Juniper's going to do great things. Silver is probably ready for an upgrade. Steel bone, steel bone, steel bone. Alright, that's... oh, we left it too long. Oh, Ancestral Throwback, perfect. That I do want. Hope we didn't do 3 of them. We didn't. Perfect. Okay. So Silver is indeed ready to move on. So I don't want to go to the Chaos phase. I only want to go to the Incubation phase. So Silver's going to have a breakthrough. And what else is going to go on? Just letting it run. It should be about 10 minutes before we get to the part where I need to do anything. Collect all that. They are arriving back with bamboo and such. So, I think it's about time for me to make sure that everybody has an artifact that's worth keeping. Cascade Spear, pretty good. Looks like I just made that. Looks like Owlin actually has things that she's needing to study. Mental state of 95. She doesn't have a weapon. Well, you can... Perfect. You can grab Soul Shot. What else? We're going to swap this out to produce a different kind of dried meat. What kind of meat do we have plenty of? Chicken. We're going to make chicken. Dried chicken. Oh, and then we're going to make boar meat. That's -5 each. We're going to change that to just a 10. And then we're going to change this to just a 10. And then after those are both done, we're going to go boar meat, and then we're going to set that one to indefinite. Because, oh boy, that's an ancient cultivator at the City of Desolation. It is the start, the very start of the 10th. City of Desolation. It's going to take 0.4 of a day to get there. So I do not trust sending me there. But it should be me to go. I will go after we deal with this breakthrough. Oh, are we finally on the Feyhide crafting? There we go. So what now? What next? What is left to do? Ah, the Purger. We can craft an artifact out of the Purger. Artifact? 18,000. Yeah, sounds good. Mental state 94. 92? Looking pretty good. I bet we can do better, though. Juniper's still helping people. Common items in the auction. Oh, yes, I bought some phoenix wood. Do I need more phoenix wood? Looks like I'm pretty well set for phoenix wood. There's me, still crafting. I'll probably end up crafting all night. Jacques is getting better at artisanry. We're gonna be... What is this? Oh, right! Whoop, hostile Yao Guai. Just golden core, though. We've got this. We've got this right as rain. Boing, boing, boing. Bite, 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 bite. I was gonna give him the Berserk, but the guy died real quick. So, Astro Flare. We're gonna hit him with a Firestorm. He's having a bad day. Let's get him with some innate ki as well. Solaris is still doing good. He's got a good solid ki barrier left. And then boom, 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 whack. Wow, that only did 1,000 damage. This guy's got a pretty good barrier. Just gonna keep on hurling fireballs at him. Yeah, whack. Zoom. I thought the next one would be arriving by now. There it is. Oh, why is it doing that? Why is it auto-saving halfway through a fight? It's day 10. It's almost the end of day 10. Is this guy still kicking? He sure is. Well, I guess if I've finished my task, then I will join in and steal some of the credit. So, the artifacts I've been crafting tend to end up... That's not it. How about over here? That is the Kirin Soul Chakram. Not spectacular. It moves quick. Why is this strange little elf still here? Get out of here, you elf. Alright, unban that in formation with you. You can move here. And so can you. So what am I going to do? It's day 11. I am going to make sure that Shock is absolutely running roughshod over this upgrade. At 5 o'clock, I shall wake up Shock. Unless they just wake up on their own. Alright, my panda is dying. Pollinosis. And frostbite. Well, that's what you get for wandering into the zone of death. Alright, Shock. Eat a rock. Shock is unable to eat that rock. So, we're going to take a small stack out. And Shock is going to eat that rock. And also a key regen pill. And at... Oh, Yulan is under attack. Yulan is being bitten by a cat. Are you okay, Yulan? Are you armed? You are not armed, but you do have an axe, and I'm going to assume that you will survive this. You don't seem like the kind of person who would die after all this time, wearing my best gear. I don't even know if it is my best gear. What am I doing? Okay, it's Shock time. That is a Talisman of Spiritual Traveling. But it has something else going on. I've already identified that. I was just not reading the right part. Okay. Shock is doing her drugs. Very good, very good. Speed forward to 7 o'clock in the morning. At 7 o'clock in the morning, I summon the Fiend Wind. It's no time for hanging out. It's time for the Fiend Wind. Pop. There we have the Fiend Wind. It is... Well, I got maybe 12 hours out of that. Not great, not terrible. Alright, Shock. It's breakthrough time. It's breakthrough time. Everything is beautiful. Let's see what we get. Just before 9 o'clock, fully medicated, with the weather changed. Oh, what are we gonna do today? And we're headed through Tier 8. Tier 8 is gone. We're working on Tier 7 now. I like it. I like what I see. We got a Tier 7 on the way, and then it's a Tier 6. Tier 6, can I hear a Tier 5? Do I hear a Tier 5? It looks like we are on our way to a Tier 5. And a Tier 5, we are at the Tier 5. We are now at the point where Shock had gotten to before. The last life, Shock was a Tier 5 Golden Core, but we have gone past the Tier 5. We're in the Tier 4. We are in the Tier 4. Tier 4 Golden Core. We are in the Tier 4. Still got 130 seconds left on the Fiend Wind. There's a gloomy mood, but that's not going to keep anybody down. That's not going to keep Shock down. That's going to... Hold on. Are you done? You've got heat stroke. Okay, I need to put... Wow, it's hot out. It's day 11 of summer and it's 37 degrees out. I'm gonna try putting a soul pearl in the barn and see how that works. But anyways, here we are. Here we are, still the shock, going all the way through Tier 4. We've gotten through Tier 4. Tier 4 is gone. Tier 4 is already gone. We're working on the Tier 3. Mesmer had a spark of inspiration. Working on that Tier 3, we had a Tier 3. There's everybody. Okay. Assign animals. All of them. I had hoped they would stay in the water if it was too hot. They did not. Donatello, Raphael, Michelangelo. I think Leonardo turned into a demon. This pasture, we're going to assign some female pandas. Confirm. It is, however, 39 degrees in here. So we're going to get soul pearls involved over here, too. And we're going to find out if that's too cold. But back to Shock. Back to Shock. We are halfway through a Tier 3 Golden Core. Tier 3 Golden Core, that's where I am. That is my level of Golden Core. Shock is not even halfway done this breakthrough, come to think of it. And Shock is already at a Tier 2 Golden Core. Tier 2 Golden Core, we have matched Celeris. Matching Celeris at this Tier 2 Golden Core. Look at how long this is taking. This is a great big chunk of power here. And we are look at that, absolute migration of pandas. That is so many pandas. That'll cure your heat stroke. Anyways, what am I talking about? Oh, we're halfway through the Tier 2 Golden Core. We're just under half left. Just under half on this. Oh boy, we are almost at the 12th. This is a long heckin' Golden Core. Come on, let's get that Tier 1. Tier 1, let's hear it. Let's have a Tier 1 Golden Core in the sect. That'll be our first Tier 1, I believe. And that's a Tier 1. That's a Tier 1. Where's it going? Is it going to get bigger? I don't know. The bar is kind of broken. The bar is at the end. It seems like it's trying to go for a Tier 0 maybe, but I don't know. I didn't think that was a thing. Okay, we're just cranking it up. Shock's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. This is terrifying. Advanced key resonance, no normal bonus. I forgot to re-up the Fiend Wind, but there's not much point at this point. Oh boy, oh boy. There's a lot going on here with Shock. We're almost at 200,000. We weren't even 150 when we hit Tier 1. Okay, there we go. 30 years of lifespan, plus 24,000 max key. Big buffs to artifacts. Buffs to just about everything. Somebody's lost. Okay. Heat stroke. We'll recover fully. Alright, so this room is now negative 22. We're going to put the beast blood back. Shape the Tier 1 Golden Core with the Sunflower Refining Law. Woohoo! That is indeed my first Tier 1 Golden Core. Congratulations, Shock, for being my very first Tier 1 Golden Core. That is not, in fact, a 24,000 point boost. Oh no, Sapphic Tabby is dying. What's wrong? What's wrong? You've got Pollinosis, Heatstroke, and Frostbite. Yeah, you're having a rough time of it. I will attempt to save the cat. It's minus 15 now. I think that's fairly stabilized. Oh, are we... These are minus 34, actually. So I'm going to remove all of the air conditioners from here, not just one. Probably going to have some dead pandas. Hold on, Keeleon Wrong, are you okay? You are taking a nap in the barn. Why are you doing that? Oh, phew. Tabby gets to live. So, Shock, you've got a lot of temperature tolerance. How's about you do some drugs? The fancy drugs. The dragon drugs. The Mirage Wastelands. Alright. I will go to the City of Desolation. And then Shock will go to the Wyvern Pool. But before that, you've got only 400,000. Well, that's no good. You're not ready yet. I'm going to cancel that adventure. I'm going to send Celeris instead. Let's find 1,000,000 experience points somewhere. 1.5. Pretty good. Not even 1,000,000. Still in the 100,000 range. There we go, 1.2. It's a little better. Not quite what I'm looking for yet. Still in the 1.5 range. Well, we will remember to cancel Shock's standing instructions. No adventure for you. But actually, yes, adventure for you. Go to Mount South, please. We gotta get you trained up into a murder machine. At Mount Barren, a bull is too happy to be a bull. Can't have that. So, we need a thick fog, Demon Shield Scale, Bestial Breath, used to drastically increase True Key recovery. I like that. So, we got Bestial Breath, Wild Soul Body. Ooh. Yeah, we should get that going, too. Okay. Demon Poison Fang. Shadow Slayer Tail. I guess these arms would be claw stuff. Let's go with the biting. 8 acupoints. Here we go. Not throwing in any essences for these. This actually seems fine. Yeah, we can get more blessed flesh. And then the Bestial Breath, that's going to be important. We're just going to get everything going. And Pyros. I'm sure you've got something worth doing. Bestial Organ. That's Yaoguai Essence. Germination Essence. Oh, I've gone and done it. He can't get Bestial Breath. Okay. Honestly, I'm just gonna have to get Pyros to tell me what I'm building this guy up for. 'Cause I still don't know. I don't know the end game on him. Alright, we got talismans. We got a manual to store. Owlin can store that. What else are we doing? So, why have I still not created any bamboo offcuts? Is it trying to make them out of something that is not bamboo? Do I not? I have 345 bamboo. So let's produce some bamboo offcuts. Let's try it. Maybe no one's gotten around to it yet. Alright, so we've got adventures going on. Oh, I probably should have camped at that city. Can I camp at cities? Irrelevant. Shock is almost back. Ta-da! Shock has acquired a bunch of stuff. Man. Shock is now the Grim Spiritualist. I still don't have a title. Ah, lovely. Owlin had enough points off of that. Ah, lovely. So, secrets, rumors of ancient cultivator. Search for the ancient cultivator. There is an ancient cultivator here. They already left. Alright, I have heard about the Iron Palm Witch. She exists. Ah. Great power had been collected here. He gained something. While lost in a daydream, Solaristan was hit like a lightning bolt with a ray of inspiration as the clouds passed by, seemed to trace out a miraculous trajectory in the sky. Alright. Okay. I don't know what just happened. So... Oh, we've got Phoenix Cliff and Wyvern Pool, huh? Isn't that a thing? Minus 17. That's kinda cold. But the pandas don't have frostbite yet. Are all of my turtles dead? There's a very real chance that all of my turtles are dead. They are not. Minus 2. I think the animals can handle that. Female panda. Female panda, you seem so busy every day. Has the sect leader given you a spirit stone yet? So I'm back with my rumor. Shock is back with her experience points. So here we go. Ooh, significantly increased flying speed. That's nice. So let's absolutely hardline some artifact mastery. And some protect. I feel like this would have been cheaper if I had learned it first. However, Shock is ready for a second artifact. We got the Celestial Thunder Alioth Sword and the Celestial Thunder Crepe Myrtle Sword. 142 and 400. 188 and 456. I think the bigger one is slightly better. $80, 71, 363, 86. Yeah. Yeah, this one is a little better. Alright. Shock is dangerous. Let's have Shock take a quick jaunt to the Riverbank City. Because they're at almost 2 million experience. However, now that I've got that done, I've got some time off. We'll deal with that tiger, and then... That is not secret, that is sect. So, Yue Qingju. From where? Evenfall. I am carrying stuff for Yue Qingju. Bear hide, rubbish, goldwood, and cotton. Well, maybe I'll just go visit Evenfall again. To Mount Nalumbo I go. Alright. What else am I gonna do? Harvest all of these plants. Ah, Doge is hungry. You may have a snack, Doge. You certainly may. But what am I gonna do? I'm off on my adventure. Oh, I'm already there. Let's go take a look. Wait, what? Why is Pyros at... Hold on. Wait a minute, why is Pyros here? Is Pyros here, or is he just that fast that he can just show up wherever he wants? I am confused. Alright, time to chat. You there, talk to me. Now, let us discuss... Yue Qingju. Well, I know that she is very fond of bear hide. Ah, Mount Ru, you say? Alright. So tell me about your favorite things. Ah, lovely. You know many things. Did you know that Yue Qingju likes cotton? And lavish meals? And a manual? Alright, I'm leaving. So I know where to look for Yue Qingju. I'm gonna leave. I guess it's not terribly out of the question. Alright, so they are in Mount Ru, yes? Is that what they said? Yue Qingju is at Mount Ru. Sounds good. Where is Mount Ru? That's Mount Shu. Ah! Yue Qingju is quite far away. Also, no, yeah, Pyros can just go where he wants to. And he's got a paramount penalty on the way. I might just have to ascend him. I shall go camping out here. I think normally I would be able to delay those tribulations by eating the tribulation delaying pills. But I can't, because he's a physical. And they don't like that. All right. Ah, yes, I am building a well to awaken. So let's make complex floorboards. Actually, how big is that well? A well made out of holy stone. So there is the holy stone. And we're going to surround that with some complex floorboards made of spirit stone, spirit wood. Spirit wood, why not? Actually, no, is there anything purple? Closest we've got is gold wood so far. I'm sure I have some gold wood offcuts. And there we have it. So out into the world I go. Yeah, Pyros can just go where he wants to. He's super fast. That's neat. So, let's call the Doge. Hey, Doge. Let's see what you can see with your Doge eyes. I've never been here before. Excuse me, are you by any chance Yue Kingju? Oh, Doge found a shortcut. What a Doge. What a good Doge. Some fine Dogely actions. Oh, hello, Northern Way. I shall fight. There's just piles of money laying around here. This is no mighty turtle. I just standing there. Oh boy, I sure wish I had something to do. As soon as I walk over and say, you've got a standing order to do a butchery, it's just already done. Hey, a snake ambush. Kleptic long. Get got. You, Mr. Core Shaping, were in a rather bad spot there. So let's collect this pile of Demon Beast hide. And we'll collect these 200 Spirit Stones. And Doge is going to keep looking around for stuff. Doge has questions in need of answers. Namely, which one of you people is Yue Kingchu? Well, you look fancy. That's Li Weiyan. This is some civilian's wheat field. Doge found a bear. I'd better deal with that. Stack of 10 spirit crystals. 4 beast blood. 15 demon beast hide. I'll take the crystals. And we'll butcher that. Doge is going to keep on exploring. Sneaking around. 200, 184, 241. These are reasonably sized piles of money. If only I could combine stacks. Hey! That's a sage fruit. Okay. Alright. Okay. I'll take a sage fruit. So what now? But you know what? Now I should probably just actually use the search function, because there is a search function for this. I'll use the tools at my disposal. It was the first person I found. So, let's talk to Yue Qingju. So let's discuss. Let's discuss all of your favorite things. Didn't we talk about that already? 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 Okay, I'm running out of things to have talked about. Alright, so what if I give you some stuff? Like this bear hide. Have a bear hide. Okay. Rubbish, goldwood offcut, and cotton. Am I carrying any of those things? Goldwood offcut. I see. All right. All right. A bloop? Oh, I see. All right. High social skill helps. Okay. All right, the general consensus is nobody really knows. There are general instructions. Asked or told about themselves, which is how you break their emotional guard. Directly asking is harder than asking others about them. You can't directly ask about the mystery. You have to know from someone else that they're related to a mystery, then discuss it with them. Case of success. Okay. But, like, the guard. Discussing a weakness with them is one of the ways to lift their emotional guard. All right. Cool. Traces have a special difficulty. Not subjected to a check. Okay. Well, that wasn't entirely productive. I guess I'm gonna need to find other people to talk about. Gonna have to go to the Evenfall sect again and just talk to a bunch of people. Alright, hey Juniper. Divinity. Status and health, mood and social, basic stats. How's your social skill? Not as good as I want it to be. Tragic. Alright, so Shock should be back, actually. Yes. So we're just gonna keep leveling some things up. We'll get up to 10 and 10. Maybe we'll hit 15. We will not quite hit 15. And then we're going to send Shock out a third time. That's only 400,000. City of Abundance. Yeah. We'll send Shock out to get that pile of stuff so that assorted manuals can be learned directly from the manual tree. So I'm on my adventure, but I'm coming back. I'm back. Oh, I can just send Pyros to go places. I shall camp here. And Celeris shall camp here. What else is going on here? I'm playing with the Doge. Yulan has laid foundation. I've come back. I have very high social ability ratings, so that works for me. I don't think I sent myself to go to that place, but okay. In that case, never mind. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I'm sitting around watching the sunrise, because I just think that that would be cool. Shock is out grabbing another mountain of XP. Let's get these speeds up to speed. There we go. Nobody is bored, what with the mass quantities of work to do. I'm gonna build a bamboo house for this bamboo world. Yeehaw. Fossilized phoenix wood. Meditate. Oh, okay. Celeris has suddenly perceived the manual codex of Dragon and Phoenix. Good for him. And now it's raining. So that means I have arrived. I shall enter the Wyvern Pool. I'm gonna take Pyros just in case I need more hands. Goes the sect. Ha, you're here. Perfect. I've been needing you on hand because before you reminded me last time that I shouldn't promote you too high, I promoted you too high. And, well, now I'm gonna need to figure out something to do with you. Including but not limited to... Oh, wow, that was a very short fight. Including but not limited to... What you need all that essence for? Because I don't know what the specific plans are. Yep, better combat stuff that can be worked towards. I saw the claws. The claws looked pretty good. Why, whose clothing is that? Why is it here? Hey, red ginseng. A stack of 20 red ginseng. I like it. But I'm here on a mission. I'm here for dragon poop. Yes, we have survived the first of the increasingly strong tribulations. Fortunately. Boing bite. Boing bite. I guess a snake would just be measured by numbers. Because it's all joints. Okay, what is this here? I shall interact with the Spirit Stone Seal of Dragon. What are we going to find? Interact. Still got a lot to learn about raising dragons. Have I ever loved a dragon? I haven't. I tried with perception, and I have maximum perception. I'm going to try it one more time. Well, it seems I am not going to get in here because I am not a donkey. Hey, a mushroom. So interact with it with perception. It says Steel of Dragon and smells terrible. Do dragons need to be buried too? From the wiki, I know that there is dragon poop behind it somewhere. But how am I going to deal with that? It says, I've still got a lot to learn about dragons. Have I ever loved a dragon? Huh. It's a broadly crescent moon shape. That's... Well, isn't that a thing? I guess I'm just stealing things and then leaving again. There is so much red ginseng here. That is wild. I shall steal all of it. It would be very convenient if there was anything on this map that would indicate that. We got snakes, we got 213 regular ginseng. Might as well, I guess. Thin pants, casual shirt, beast blood. Yep, we'll just take some crops. Huh. Yeah, I will certainly believe that the proper meaning was lost in translation. Out we go, boys. But all right. You're on a timer. The racial ones. Read the steel to find out about the poop. All right. Oh, I did get my first tier 1 golden core. Spectre Refined Earth Flux goes pretty ham. So she's back, which must mean that she's got her experience points. That is correct. Let's get her some laws. Let's get Shock some Artifact Mastery laws. Increases power, decreases key, right? We'll take that, and that. Ooh, and that, and that. And not entirely relevant. Sure, that sounds pretty good. Artifact speed, why not? Knockback distance. Key recovery rate, artifact key. Artifact's knockback resistance, artifact turning speed. Significantly increases power. Impact. Increases recovery rate. Agility. There's no way I get all of these. Alright. I don't even know what the trail length is good for. Artifact power slightly increases power. Artifact speed slightly increases speed. Let's just start with power. Trail length is purely cosmetic. Juniper is kind of just chilling. I don't know how that's actually going, to be honest. He's kind of just hanging out. Impact, agility, speed, shadow trail. Get rid of that. We'll take the power. We'll keep the attack speed. Impact. Power, turning speed, knockback distance. We'll remove the artifact speed. Cool. Something's on fire. So, Juniper over here is... What does he need? He's tranquil. Oh, yes. Yeah. Somebody... He's still mad that I put him in a branch without fully researching how to do a branch that is good. He's gonna be mad for a while yet that Mana Fusion died. That is quite unfortunate that of all the people... Turning speed and power. Cool. But of all the people who could have been randomly killed by that one artifact, it just happened to be Mana Fusion. Okay. So, I shall evoke the loathsome dung eater. I can also get a miracle to clear all timed moodlets. Ah. So, mental state. Breakthrough progress 0. Damn. Keep the mental state at 200 and distress lower than 50 during mind fasting for 9.4 days. That's... Jeez. Okay, so the mood is above distress. Actually, this seems valid. Mental state at 200. It's only at 182, and it's going up 1 per day. So in a month, this is going to happen. Same time, obtains temporary additional humanity. But mental state goes down. Mental state goes up. So I got to go with that. But he's at 24%. Ah, I see. I don't actually know if I have a Talisman of Mental State. Though, I am on a 3-day timer now. So out I go to the Wyvern Pool. Divinity's fine at hard caps at 50 and... Oh, cool. Alright, so what am I doing here? Waiting for day 25 to get Owlin bulked up. Shock is studying. And at this point, she's probably... Oh, no, she's only gotten about half of them. Well, half what she's getting. 3 good defensive ones, 2-ish good offense ones, tail and claw. Yeah, speaking of which, with all of these remolds, all of these essences, what do I want these essences for? We have a lot of them. A lot of Wraith Breath and Intrinsic Life Essence. Ooh, some Yaogwai Essence. Also need to remold all the organs to get innate restoration on them. Okay. The high-tier fire essences for offense, and high-tier water for defense. Okay, I may have to destruction remold some of your organs. Because, for example, you can't get beast breath because I did not leave... Oh. Yeah, I'm actually going to have to redo your entire respiratory tract if we want beast breath. I get 2 more remold slots. Once you get the brain done and the other secret body. Okay, so that would be the illusion will? Yeah, void force. Illusion essence. Sure, I have that. We have 2 illusion essences. Acupoint remold. Purple star? 14 times. But that's going to take a lot. Emperor also takes a lot. Acupoint it is. So, looks like we want Void Force. We'll keep that up till we run out. Now, out into the world. Here I am. We'll bring us both in. Void Rupture Claw is the main one. Got it. And the breathing was to get the rare ones. Okay. I'm not even going to bother summoning Doge. I'm just going to have you eat that. I'm going to hang out with this thing. Are you, by any chance, planning on biting that at all? Interact. Come, put me to the test. Doge, could you help out? I don't know why Pyros isn't moving, but we're just gonna smack this snake around a little bit. Shield legs work pretty well. Okay. Why are you not moving? There we go. You got stuck on a plant. Oh, that's a lot of dragon feces. These are artifacts. Okay. Okay. All right. We got a skull buff because you got shot in the head. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a crafting table in there. How do I get out? Do I just have to leave the area? I do just have to leave the area. Well, darn, I would have liked to take all of this in one trip. but it sounds like I'm not gonna get to. We'll take the demon beast hide. Place a water vat in an appropriate location. That'll make things very convenient. What's an appropriate location? I don't know. Think about it. Ah, the Holy Stone Well is slightly ominous. Because water. So, we can do better. We can do better. We're gonna get... furniture? Yeah! Gonna get some big old cauldrons. Little old cauldrons? Yeah. This should make things less ominous. I should have... Okay, this is all fine. Oh, true, it's also a heavy thunderstorm. Now, do I have a result on this thing yet? Not yet. Doge wants to eat igneocopper powder. I guess. Okay, what else? What else is there? So I've just gotten home. I am going to have Shock remove my pollinosis. Oh, rubbish. I've been looking for that. We've got a pile of dragon poo. And where are we going to put it? Might as well put it in Shock's territory. Range 3. Shock has no particular time constraints on leveling right now. So let's get this place prettied up. Sort of, in a manner of speaking. All right. That is a good-looking room we got there. Still hasn't awakened either one of these fishing rods. All right. So... I guess I'm gonna go out for the rest of the poop. And we'll send Celeris in to take a look at the Phoenix area. Since I got a prize for exploring both of these places, maybe there will be something worth finding here. Doge, I say, Doge. Well, that's a blazing feather. Time to light a bear on fire. That bear was not as tough as it looked. Not as valuable either. Oop, we found a pig. Kapow! Now we found trees. Is that phoenix wood? Oh, that's phoenix wood. Well, I could walk away with just this and be fairly happy. That's a bear, all right. Lethal 4. That got it. Dead phoenix wood. All right, so we're going to take the feather and the phoenix wood and the feather and the phoenix wood. And then we'll see if I missed anything. Target. Nope, looks like we pretty well cleared this place out. No sneaky secrets that get us incredible prizes, but I mean, some pretty respectable prizes just sitting on the floor. So I'm happy. This is a productive trip. Four blazing feathers and 2 phoenix wood. That's so much. Okay. Slightly auspicious. So I will call that good enough. Once they get back, we will be swimming in phoenix feathers. Possibly causing some fires. So these things. Range 4. Heck yeah, I can just cover this side of the wall with them. I'm absolutely going to need a bunch of soul pearls in there. This is... This is not a want, this is a need. This is terrifying. And he's... Is he back? Is he back yet? He's almost back. He's almost here. Goal! He's gonna drop off the blazing feathers. It is a good day to be shocked. All right. Do I have a metal cultivator now? I do. All right, so soul pearls and the phoenix feathers are going to be duking it out for a bit. We'll see how that settles. Stacks of 100 red ginseng. Isn't that just a miracle? All right, so the brain quenching has stopped. Let's see what we got. A bunch of innate restoration. I'll take a ×7 purple innate restoration. And... oh, it caps at 4. Wow. That was disappointing. I guess we'll take 14th vitalized function. Well. Disappointing. What else? Oh, I crafted that. It was disappointing, but I crafted it. Lots of pears to be had. I've stood before the Wyvern Pool. I took in the scenery, and then remembered why I was here. A bunny. Don't mind me, rabbit. Ta-da! I shall take all of these. And with my haul of loot, I shall leave. Or we'll fight, perhaps? Ooh, smacked him down. Okay. Got it good. So that's that. These are decaying now, so I should figure out something to do with them in the next year or so. It's very magical, but ooh, it's pretty ugly. 35 at range 4. It's better than Spirit Wood. Okay. So once I get back, I'm gonna try drawing. Agility, cold, story? No, that's for web novel. Curer? No. Foreseer? Spiritual cleansing? No. Fasting, invisibility, lasting joy. Well, that's mood. Riches, wonder talisman. Yeah, I do not have a mental state talisman. I do not have the recipe for that. Wow, I've actually gone through all of the boar meat. I'm phenomenally impressed. So let's make tiger meat instead. What else am I going to do? Manifesting cave at Mount 100 Insects, and it's cold. Eh. I'm on a roll. A thunderstorm is coming, and it's incredibly metallic out here. So, out in the world I go. Oh! Mount Tiger Paw, Mount Nalumbo, Mount 100 Insects. I'll take a quick jaunt. Hey, that's a dragon. That's a dragon just trucking on by. There him go. That's a dragon, that is. Is he gonna wreck my stuff? Well, bye. Oh, lovely. We got another hunk of dragon feces. That is an artifact. That is a spirit relic. Identify the Pope! We got ochre essences. But we've got them sitting there. Alright. So, as it happens, a Samsara pill is actually better than a sage fruit. When it... This is all metal stuff. This is all earth stuff. 35 range 3. This is 90 range 3. That's quite good. So let's get Owlin's room built. There are 7 of these. 1, 2... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. Yeah, I guess it's just better than the Divine Jade. And I do have a spare ochre essence. So let's demolish this jade key cushion. And then we'll start getting sneaky with it. Whoops. Ah, dang it. Fierce magical fight. And we grab 1. Place it on. 2. It would be nice if this storage facility was a little bit closer to what I wanted to put it on. It would also be nice if these would stack, but we can't have everything we want now, can we? Alright, and we're under attack. Oh, that is 2 primordial spirits. I'm on an adventure. Shock is a moderately terrifying death machine, but Origin Force Power. Burns the source of life. Heals own injuries. Instead, let's just attack. Alright. So Shock is now equally as qualified as Celeris to get in here. Depending on the gear. Cinder. Yeah, Cinder is fine. So Pyros here is going to pop a Berserk. We're going to see what goes on out here. Oh, that... Okay, that was good news. That was that was the alchemist dying. Boing, 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 bite. So, Shock is using both of her artifacts. That does seem to be going well. Alright. The double primordial spirit went off without a hitch. We'll get those carcasses moved. If there's time, we might mind rip them. Oh. Juniper, there's an artifact in your house. These 2 are just about arrived. So, Q. We have not angered the chicken. Manifesting cave. I found... How lame. How lame. It's just an artifact. Alright, so you 2... How much time do we have? We probably have time. This is all pretty immediate. Okay, let's take a look at silver. What's silver got? Skull upgrades. Baleful bones. Baleful, baleful, baleful. I'm gonna keep stacking up baleful, because I can. And psychic, why not? So we got baleful and we got psychic. Innate restoration, that sounds pretty good. Dire potential? Nah. Void breath? Bestial organs, perfect. Ooh, that I like. Void breath. Why was I even doing that one? I forget. Unrestrained spiritual records. Stone engravings of Dragoncliff. Blossom Fall. That's a primordial spirit law. Cool, cool. All right. Looking good. Oh, what does this do? Mild Spirit is capable of adjusting Feng Shui. Its element is Earth. It requires a place slightly beneficial for the fire element. It will only be effective at narrow room and not touching any walls. Must have at least 2 buildings and relics with the same element. Okay, so what does it do? Nothing. It adjusts the Feng Shui. Oops, sorry. It adjusts the Feng Shui, but that's nothing. So these dice. It requires a place slightly beneficial for Earth element. And I have placed Earth element. Okay. The benefit is Earth element. Alright. So it's day 16. I'm back from my adventure. Let's get a spiritual breath chant going. Ah, disciples of Demonia Temple are here. Oh, look at that. Incubation phase, marrow cleansing phase, incubation phase. That's... They are babies. Are they not? Oh, no, no, they're fine. They are reasonably strong. Which is why it is unfortunate for them that they have come here. Alright. Who was the third one? It's Celeris. We send Celeris in. There's also State 9. Golden Core creature here. Now, don't go running off just yet. Wow, they took a bite out of Pyros. Sun Chaser legs. You're running. Are you dead? Who are you fighting? Fervent Epochs. So Pyros is doing alright. Hit somebody with a ball of innate ki. They are so bouncy, I have no idea where they are. Have I injured any of them yet? Miao Bao is having a bad time. Zhu Bin is gradually being eaten. What about Ji Hui? Ji Hui is not having fun. So we're gonna keep spamming spells. Pyros is still doing alright. Tail is completely severed, but he'll recover. Let's pop off a firestorm at somebody. Then we'll charge up another 20,000 ki. So Saliris is taking hits. Ji Hui is running low. It's running low on these concerns. I've got enough ki to join in now. Let's take to the field. Oh, is Zhu Bin dead? Zhu Bin is dying. I forgot to send in Doge. How silly of me. Hey, Saliris, get him with the innate ki again. Noom. Oh, it's closing in. It's gonna get you. It got him. It got him good. Oh, Miao Bao. I thought I was gonna get her first. Hasn't quite worked out that way. I guess she's pretty tough. Cultivation. Oh, dang. Oh, there we go. 95% accuracy, 95% Chaotic Shell and Sun Chaser legs. That's... Hold on. Those sound pretty good. Oh, both of the defenses are crippled at this point. Spellbinding Crystal Eyes. She's got a lot of secret bodies. On the other hand, there's a lot of people trying to kill her right now. What is that? Fervent Epochs. Owlin, when you have a minute, could you put that away? Massively extends lifespan. Pyros keeps getting bit. Hasn't killed him yet, though. Alright. Oh, look at the regeneration on that ki. Got bruising and scarring. She's got damage from all over. All over! She's taking thunder damage from Shock's swords. She has damage pips from 3 different cultivators on her right now. Let's investigate what these two knew. Is there anybody who's not busy? I guess I could send the goons. charge people back up. Pyros remains under attack. Is she stuck? Pyros is hungry and thirsty. Alright, so you can leave the fight and attempt to flee. We may end up trying to starve this here cultivator. What a weird fight this is. It's got a heckin' bouncy doge. Yeah, I think we're gonna be starving her. She is crazy with hunger. She's gonna start starving to death. We have severed her... She's missing an arm. Small wounds and cuts all over the place. Bone pain. She's been drinking that bone-hurting juice. I guess Doge can't starve. Yeah, I think she is indeed stuck. Food -2 and then drink 4. Hi, lizard. How's it going? I'm duking it out with this cat that got stuck in the sky, and I think now I just have to keep this fight going until she starves to death. Because, she's really hard to hit. Alright, she has entered the negatives in her food and drink needs. Hey, 80s action movies. Did you watch Commando? I have no strong opinion on that movie. Actually, I have an opinion, but do I have a strong opinion? That is a good question. One was 1990, but it was basically 80s. Yeah, I've been there. There's gotta be something more interesting to do than fight this cat. So, what if I got everybody to leave this fight? What if everybody just took a break? We'll leave Doge there, because Doge is good at this. Doge has previously starved things to death before. I'm just chilling. Doge is going to keep on bouncing. I appear to be stuck alongside the cat. Oh, man. Where would hunger injuries go? Torso destruction is starting to heal. Slight cut is starting to heal. Small wound. The real question. Do I care? She seems to be healing, but also is Predator 2 and the running. I need to watch Running Man. That has been on the list for so long. Innate restoration. Yes, this is important. Dire potential is not important. Oh, ancestral throwback. Nice. An immortal friend of mine is visiting. Shock, are you injured? Very slightly, in a manner of speaking. Yeah, this cat is stuck. She'll starve eventually. Oh, that's where I keep getting all those spoiled meals from. The meal spoils when it lights the kitchen on fire. So what else am I going to do? Day 17 of summer. The awakened beast has been taken away by others. That's fine. Silver is working on leveling up. She's still got 80 days. Pyro still has a month before he has to fight God again. So, in Pyros' cultivation, he's got issues with his breathing organs. Dire potential, not very important. Innate restoration, pretty good. Ancestral throwback, pretty good. Vitalized function, not bad. I realize the true key cap can be regained pretty quickly. We need metabolic function. Germination essence. That's the one where plants are growing. It must be. Do I actually have plants growing in here? That's a decorative structure. Can I designate a field in here? Flooring, demolish floorboards. Just take out that 1x3. And that 1x3. Is that actually going to be accessible? I think it should be because people can walk over displays. It's minus 15 in there. I can heat that up a little. So, let's get a little field in here. What are we going to grow? As long as I can get this above 0, I can grow wheat. Between 10 and minus 40. No, 10 and plus 40. Mushrooms are harder to climate control. I could grow trees. These are wild plants. Let's grow wheat. 80s Arnold action movies are a must-see. 90s not so much. What year did Jingle All the Way come out? Because Jingle All the Way is a family tradition. The most dangerous game show. Hee hee. So, very bad mood. Gradually healing to full. Yeah, all the artifacts are stuck in this cat. Common stance. Well balanced. Okay. Pyros has been hurt. By what? Old ping. Oh, wait, hold on. Ah, she's on the move! Doge, get her! Pyros, get her! And once we've got a tank in the way... Alright, everybody else, get her! We'll even bring the goons. They're not particularly strong, but you never know when you might need goons. Get her before she breaks something! There's a lot happening. There is so much happening right now. She's stuck again. Oh, she moved. I'm dead? You know what? I think I'm done with this game. It is very frustrating. It is a very frustrating game, because it has just enough jank that I don't really understand what's going on. I think she's just gonna wipe out the town. Because she's kind of just running roughshod over everybody. I don't know. 4,400 regeneration. What's Pyros got? Oh, she's like twice as much ki as Pyros. Nowhere near the attack power, but apparently that doesn't matter. Also the fact that she keeps kind of glitching out. 7 dead. 7 people dead. Oh, 5 people and 2 vessels. Yeah, I'm out. This is a rather frustrating game. I'm sure that state was recoverable, but I'm not 100% sure why I would recover it. Like, what am I doing here? This has been a running joke for the past couple of weeks, but, like, I don't know the point of the game. And that kind of makes it extra frustrating to be unsuccessful at the game. 'Cause, like, what am I even doing here on multiple levels? Okay. I guess it's about time to end for the night, but I don't really want to leave off on that. That being said, the metrics for this stream are god-awful. I think I've had 1 average person for the entire 2.5 hours. I've had this game installed for so long. Long enough that I'm not 100% sure what kind of game it even is. So we're gonna play some Little Orpheus once I get the capture set up. This is... It is both a blessing and a curse, Lizard. The occasional confrontation and having to accept that... You know what? Maybe human limits do apply here. Maybe you really are made of meat. Alright. So what do we got here? Do we have audio? Do we have video? I think we have video. We've got a load screen. Ah,
You
age.
are Comrade Ivan Ivanovich Privalov. In 1961, you were selected for the Shukovgrad Interonaut Exploration Programma SSSR. Despite failing your basic physical and being caught cheating on your entrance exams, on the morning of the 12th of April 1962, you boarded a rocket drill containing the experimental device Little Orpheus, with the purpose of descending through the Earth's crust to discover the relative hollowness of the interior and its suitability for
He
colonization.
is so big.
No, you've lost me, General. Did I do what?
You and Little Orpheus were dropped into an extinct volcano to drill to the center of the Earth and find out if we could establish a city there. Note, if you will, that this date is over 3 years ago.
Oh boy. Comrade Hulk. Yeah. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh boy, that's like a A or D. I appear to be walking with a limp, which is fair, because that's like 12 feet straight down. Ouch. That is, I'm... He may have a concussion. That's no good. This is, well, that is firmly establishing unreliable narrator. I see these things in the background. Oh.
Can you describe Little Orpheus to me?
Of course. It was large and round
Oh.
and had something of a disagreeable smell.
I was referring to its technical specification.
Well, General, I am no man of science, but
Not
it had
limping
this,
anymore.
Radio thing that I was supposed to use to let the surface know I had arrived, and some sort of battery wrapped in this lead box. But I was told to not touch anything under any circumstances, and I did notice the engineers who worked on it were quite a shifty bunch.
They should have sent a monkey. They really should have sent a monkey to do this job. I am amazed that did not collapse under me.
The Little Orpheus device contained a radio transmitter capable of sending a signal through miles of solid rock.
Impressive.
In order to boost this, a powerful energy source was required. An atomic bomb, Comrade Privalov. An atomic bomb that you have lost somewhere
See?
below the Earth's crust.
Ah, yes, that bomb. Of course, General. I can explain everything. But it is a long and somewhat complicated story. And let me assure you, this is not a case of milking chickens. But you won't understand where your bomb and Little Orpheus has ended up unless I start at the very beginning and you let me tell you where I've been for the last 3 years.
Now, I am not an expert in, you know, atomic theory or explosives or a whole field, but I don't think you can use an A-bomb as a battery.
Then. But this had better be good.
I don't think it works that way.
Good, General. It's more than good. It's extraordinary. And it began like this.
The Chinese Room presents This is a charming intro. I don't know what aesthetic this is, but I think they've gotten it.
An extraordinary sight. I realized this must be the fabled land of Plutonia, as documented by the brilliant scholar Obruchev. A trail of destruction carved by the rocket drill led down into the wild and mysterious jungle. The rocket drill itself must have snapped in half somewhere below Kamchatka.
This guy's
And
amazingly
Little Orpheus
durable.
bounced out and became lost in that prehistoric forest. If I was ever to get home, my mission was clear: to find Little Orpheus. I steeled myself and plunged deeper into that prehistoric jungle, where insects the size of dogs buzzed around.
Dogs. What sort of dogs?
I beg your pardon, General?
Large
Pomeranians or
dogs
Saint Bernards?
Small dogs, big like an ovcharka or small like a barlonka?
Does it really matter?
Of course. Detail is all important.
Ovcharka then, General. The size of an ovcharka.
I find that very hard to believe.
Would you find it easier if they were the size of a balanka?
No. But I am enjoying your attempts to persuade me.
So, for those of y'all who aren't familiar, ovcharkas are some big puppies. Like, sure, you can see this dragonfly that's the same size as him, but to see someone describe a bug as the size of an ovcharka, oh boy, they're not kidding around. Like, if you Google Karelian ovcharka, you are gonna find pictures of... oh boy. Of mostly dog owners who are smaller than that dog. And sure, they look like some rather diminutive women. But, oh boy.
Another part of the rocket drill. But still no sign of Little Orpheus.
Russia had small nuclear generators. Some are still around and abandoned. They were around a cubic meter, or 1.5 meters cubed. Yeah. Yeah, but a generator... whoop! Oh boy. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, I lived. Hooray. A generator oh. Or, so, no, either... oh, this is probably bad. But in general... my concern there was... I guess you could probably enrich fissile materials to the point of being a bomb and then still have them be useful as a power source, which is to say a heat source to boil the water to turn the steam engine. But it's... well, it's not unlike taking quote-unquote horse tranquilizer. It's about the same thing as just being sedated, because, well, in the case of horse tranquilizer...
I could see huge beasts, larger and more ancient than any known to our modern times. Could it be that Obruchev was right? And deep below the Earth's surface, prehistoric monsters still roam freely.
Is there a subtitle button so I can keep talking while that happens? There is.
Yes, but...
Ah,
Little
that's...
Orpheus.
yeah. Up at the top. Bleh. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh, just barely made it. Oh yeah, in some cases, the difference... okay, actually, I don't know for certain in terms of humans. But I do know that the difference between horse tranquilizer and elephant tranquilizer is just the dose. It's the same compound, you just use more of it for elephants. This guy really went full Tarzan with no thoughts. Just straight into it. He's been crash landed, he was limping less than 5 minutes ago. And now he's encountered a T-Rex. Well, that's a bad day. Oop. I should update the stream info because I am no longer playing that. Little Orpheus.
Terrible lizard intent on making a snack of me was none other than the most awful of the monsters, the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Oh, now you are an expert on dinosaurs.
Oh, hardly an expert, General. Just educated by the best schools in the world, like all good socialists. And I remembered one crucial thing.
I'm listening.
Well, its greed is without bottom, its hunger is ferocious, but its brain is absolutely tiny.
Oh,
So
good, he
it
lived.
can roar and roar as much as it likes, but it will never be a match for the sharpened mind of the good Soviet worker. All I needed was a plan to outwit the monster.
I feel like for this amount of dialogue, they could have gotten an actor who just actually speaks Russian. Because this guy does probably a better and more consistent Russian accent than I could do. But I get a strong sense that he doesn't actually have a Russian accent. What better kill than overkill? I suppose. That is a large rocket.
Imagine my shock and surprise to find in that clearing the last part of the rocket drill. More shocking was the fact it had been ransacked.
Oh.
Someone had made off with the tools, the weapons, the rations, and the spare parts for the Pragviev. I began to suspect foul play.
I
Perhaps
see.
Little Orpheus was not lost at all, but stolen. All I could do was follow the trail further into Plutonia.
Okay, now that he's done talking, I'm back to normal running speed. Perfect. There's a lot going on around here. He moves fast for a big lizard. His sight is based on movement, you know. So that's why we sneak by. I have a pervasive sense that the scale is not quite right in this game. Like, things that are big are actually far too big. If you went into this in a VR perspective, then things would be just profoundly oversized.
This was the fabled land of Plutonia, do we? I don't remember accepting that.
I will admit it might not have been Plutonia if you are prepared to accept the dinosaur.
This isn't a negotiation, Ivan Ivanovich.
General, you can disagree all you like, but there's very little you can do to persuade me it wasn't a dinosaur.
I might not be able to persuade you, but I can always have you shot.
Can't argue with that. He makes a good point. The trees are all wrong. His parents were Russian, but he had no accent himself. Oh, I knew in university this guy who had an entirely unique accent. I have never heard anything like it before or since. And oh boy. Ooh, I don't think I want to be down here with that guy up there. I'm surprised he didn't see me. But yeah, you would think he was from an obscure part of England, but no, he was from, oop. Okay, so that isn't just set dressing. He was from British Columbia, and his mother was from England. Oh, great. Okay, look away if you would. So, how's about this part where I go falling into this trench? He didn't eat me down here last time. I'll stand behind this log until he looks away. Your best friend's parents from high school had German accents. They were from Russia, but they learned English from a German teacher. That's neat. That is real neat. I had a tour of my university from a woman who had an incredibly proper British accent. It was so proper that you could tell she was from India. It was exactly that kind of accent. Oh, I'm not waiting for him to go left. I'm waiting for him to go up so that the shrub conceals his vision. And then I climb into a tree so he can't see me. And then while he's looking down there, I go in between here, and then I'm up in the shrubbery again. Is he gonna come all the way up? He's not. I'm home free. Go! That's the kind of linguistic quirks that I find just super cool. These QuickTime events are really not adding much to the game. They're kinda arbitrary. This game is mostly just making me think about Limbo and how good Limbo was. What a good game Limbo is. Like, this obviously took a lot more effort in terms of making the graphics and telling the story and all that. But I was really expecting to have a hide button. Let's see how far I get with this eggshell. Is he gonna smash the bridge out of spite? Also, I feel like eggshell is not a great disguise when you are hiding from a predator. 'Cause herbivores will eat unattended eggs. It's free protein. There are so many animals that are opportunistic carnivores, and eggs don't even count for that. Yeah, he would definitely eat that. Boy, the gameplay loop in this game has two tricks. There's the QuickTime stuff, and then there's I hesitate to even call it platforming. It's like story progression levels of platforming. Almost, but not quite walking simulator. It's like, do very simple platforming, but don't do it right now. And also occasionally we'll give you a button to push. Are we on chapter 3 already?
In an egg.
Yes, General. I hid in an egg.
I am glad to hear your military training was not wasted. If only I had a single legion of men as brave and ingenious as you, with only 100 men equipped with eggs to hide in, we could roll across Europe in a day.
General, are you mocking me?
You are as sharp as you are brave, Tavarish.
That's a good line. Hi, Genie. Dripping on mushrooms, saying I love you. 'Cause you're perfect. A face. I think I missed a line. Dripping on mushrooms, kissing all of you, saying I love you 'cause you're perfect. Hallucinating colors and shapes and bringing those feelings to the surface. Dripping on mushrooms. Except I wasn't really tripping on them. Oops. I expected that to swing, and I was sorely mistaken. Anyways, how you doing, Genie? Probably not as sore as him, though, because that's like a second or third story window, and he just tanked that on his ankles. Yeah, this guy is immune to fall damage, which is impressive. I guess that's why he's at the center of the earth, is because anybody else would have been 100 times dead by now. Yeah. Science needs his ankles. Alright, let's bring the box back. I really just can't get over how much this is the same genre of game as Limbo, but Limbo was just so much better. And it's not to say that this game is terrible. This is very playable. It's very okay. It's alright. Oopsies. Well, that'll do it. I didn't even need this crate, did I? Oh, I can take it, though. I can steal it. This calls for theft. You broke your ankle 5 years ago, and it wasn't 95% until 3.5 years later. And it's still achy. Well, that sucks. That is very unfortunate.
I couldn't believe it. I still struggle to believe it. A whole lost city, buried in that jungle deep below the crust of the earth.
Alright, this is gonna... Yep.
Who indeed? It is,
I've
of
just
course, a
locked somebody
shame you
in.
didn't think to record the moment for posterity and help us all to get over our disbelief.
But I did, General, I did. My training was excellent, and I immediately took out my komsomolets and began to document all I could.
I don't have a button for that. Also, I assume that's a camera. Do I? Okay. Let's try the other thing. I feel like I should be able to grab that vine. Well, oh, I see. The vine is attached to something. And if I move the something, I move the vine. Isn't that neat?
So, where is this camera now, then?
Ah, General, yes.
Eaten by monkeys.
What, of course, I meant to say was my training was excellent, and I immediately reached for my camera, only to realize it must have been torn from my utility belt in the crash and lost forever in that forgotten jungle.
I feel like he's a terrible liar and also has no particular reason to be lying about anything. Either that or he's caught up in telling a story and he just wants to make himself the hero by any means necessary. I bet there are speedruns for this game, and I bet they're not fun.
Horrendous beast had returned and was hungry as ever.
Perhaps it was angry it had been fooled by an egg-wearing idiot.
That is unkind, General. It may have been small
Wow,
of brain,
rude.
but it was grand of stature.
Whereas you, Ivan Ivanovich, are lacking in both departments. Presuming there were no more eggs to hide in, did you have a new plan?
I did, General.
Please, do tell me, what was this brilliant plan?
Running.
I ran like hell, General.
Yep. I think that... I feel like that thing is bigger than last time. That... Nice of the vine to wait for me. I do like, if you look in the background, you will see that there are mountains, and then if you look up, you will see upside-down mountains, because Hollow Earth. That I do like. That is well done. That's... You straight up missed, buddy. You missed twice. This isn't even a hard shot. I'm in open ground. I guess I was slightly too far onto the ledge. But yeah, there are a lot of ruins. Oh, end of the ruins.
Our intrepid yet doomed hero survived the jaws of the ferocious dinosaur. Will he meet his end?
I'd assume
miles
he
underground
lives.
As an aperitif for a ravenous raptor. What
That's
dark
not a
secrets
raptor.
could be buried in the lost city of Agartha? Will the general ever discover the location of his lost bomb? All of these questions and more will be answered in the next exciting episode of Little Orpheus.
I also applaud them for picking a name that absolutely does not work with a Russian accent. Okay, we've unlocked episode 2. Smaller than one tooth. The Lost Recordings mode is now available. Discover the new orbs and unlock hilarious outfit. Oh, great. Well, let's do episode 1 over again, and we'll see. Actually, episode select. Settings. Graphics. Audio. Controls. Rewards. Outfits. I gotta find orbs.
You, our comrade Ivan Ivanovich.
Oh,
Ivan.
tell me I can skip this.
In 1961, you were selected for the Shukovgrad
Ah.
Exploration Program SSSR. Despite
I do
failing
not
your
appear to
basic
have a
physical
skip button.
and being caught cheating on your entrance exams. On the morning of the 12th of April 1962,
All right.
you boarded a rocket drill.
So the
containing
costume that it showed me
device,
was
Little
Leica.
Orpheus, for the purpose of
And if I can do this game dressed as Leica, I will be happier than otherwise. However, if I encounter this level and find that there are not already orbs to be had,
General, did I do what?
then I am gonna turn this game off and we're gonna call it a day.
Volcano to drill to the center of the Earth and find out if we could establish a city there.
Alright, come on. Let me at it.
That this date is over 3 years ago.
Thank you for your support, Lizard, but it appears that I could not skip that. Alright, no orbs. Here I am limping. And much like in Tomb Raider, you would think that would be a plot point. You would think that having a severe injury like this, like being in a crash, might affect your ability to survive in general. But no, fewer than minutes later, we're gonna be out here
Little Orpheus.
doing parkour.
Of
Doing
course.
full-on parkour.
It was large and round and had something of a disagreeable smell.
I was referring to its technical specification.
Yep,
Well, General, I am no man of science, but it had this radio thing that
I
was
don't remember this glowing thing
so
being here last time.
arrived, and some sort of battery wrapped in this lead box. But I was told to not touch anything under any circumstances, and I did know
Is that the orb?
engineers who worked on it were quite a shifty bunch.
Press and hold control to interact. Maybe that's just a tutorial, Pip. I don't remember it glowing, but then again, I wasn't paying too much attention. It sure looks like an orb. Or are there not orbs? Because this is Mission 1, and Mission 1 is just story stuff? I can't break that log while I'm standing on it. You'd think, but it didn't work.
The little Orpheus device.
Well, maybe if I go
contained
back.
A radio transmitter
Maybe if they're not
capable
talking while
of
I do it.
sending a signal through miles of solid rock. In order to boost this, a powerful energy source was required. An atomic bomb, Comrade Prevalov. An atomic bomb that you have lost. Somewhere below the Earth's crust.
Ah, yes, that bomb. Of course, General. I can explain everything.
No.
But it is a long and somewhat complicated story.
Actually, I may have keybinds for this. Controls. No, there's left, right,
And let me
and
assure
3
you,
buttons.
This is not a case of milking
Jump,
chickens.
slide, and interact.
But you won't understand where your bomb and little Orpheus has ended up unless I start at the very beginning and you let me tell you where I've been for the last 3 years.
Alright. We're gonna go with that's a tutorial ping for now. And you know what? Maybe, just maybe, there aren't any orbs in this first level. Episode select. Nope, there are 9 orbs in this first level. So... Ah, there we go. Okay, so I am going back. I was pressing, but I wasn't pressing and holding in the way that they wanted me to. So we'll go back, and we'll claim that orb. What riveting gameplay. So all I need is 8 of them. If I can get 8, I get a costume.
What a handsome devil. Пускать пыль в глаза is not my intention, but I do cut a dashing figure in my Interior Cosmo Astro suit costume thingy.
And he does have a camera with him. Which is not present on his character model. Maybe that's their little joke in the script. Of, oh no, I must have lost my camera because there isn't a camera on his leg. I have a pressing need. Yeah. Yes. Okay, up we go. We're jumping. Let's find those orbs, and then I'm going to bed. Or maybe I'm just going to lay on the floor for a while, because it's really hot in here. It's that awful time of summer where it's summer. I'm okay with the it's not cold, but I'm not okay with the it's hot.
From the beginning, then. But this had better be good.
Good, General. It's more than good. It's extraordinary.
So how does the water cycle work in this
Again,
place?
like this.
If the rain... not rain. If the waterfalls are just plummeting from the sky... Oh, I could skip that one.
An extraordinary sight. I realized this must be the fabled land of Plutonia, as documented by the brilliant
Oh, that's
scholar
too hot.
Gorbachev. A trail of destruction carved by the rocket drill
That's-
led down into the wild and mysterious jungle.
That's too
The
hot.
rocket drill itself must have snapped in half somewhere below Kamchatka, and little Orpheus bounced out and became lost in that prehistoric forest. If I was ever to get home, my mission was clear: to find little Orpheus. I steeled myself and plunged deeper into that prehistoric jungle where insects the size of dogs buzzed around.
Dogs.
Huh.
What sort of dogs?
I beg your pardon, General?
Large dogs or small dogs? Big like an ovcharka or small like a barlonka?
Does it really matter?
Of course. Detail is all important.
Ovcharka then, General. The size of an ovcharka.
I find it very hard to believe.
Would you find it easier if they were the size of a balanka?
No. But I am enjoying your attempts to persuade me.
I see why you would have to, I see why you would need a clothesline after 34 Celsius heat. That's too hot. That's too hot. We should do something about that. I mean, apart from making it worse. I don't even need to jump for this, do I? Well, fine. It's more of a narrative experience than a gameplay experience, but oh boy.
The rocket drill. But still no sign of little Orpheus.
Oh boy.
The size of the Tyrannosaurus Rex was apparently a matter of debate amongst scholars of prehistory for many years. Now, having said that, the one I actually met was much, much bigger than this scrawny specimen.
Hey, hey, hey. Oops. Right, yeah, there's this part where things fall on me. And then here's going to be the first of the QuickTime events. That's not a dodge button that it just asked me to push there. And I've fallen down a hole. So let's try this again. Wait a minute. Am I in the same place, just with more flat ground behind me? Wild. Yeah, that is a very large nuclear enclosure. I like how this thing is also substantially bigger than the T-Rex.
I could see huge beasts, larger and more ancient
Oop.
than any known to our modern times. Could it be that Obrochev was right? And deep below the Earth's surface, prehistoric monsters still roam freely.
Yes, yes, but little Orpheus.
I like how even though the General is, he's a bit of a fuddy-duddy. He's really glossing over the whole, I've encountered a mystical land of wonder and magic. Oh, it's incredible. The world has never seen the like. And the General just sitting there with an incredibly valid concern. Hey, you lost a nuke. We kind of need to find that. And, like, that is an important thing to keep track of. Nice brachiosaur. Yeah, they're real big. On the other hand, was it the Brachiosaurus or the Brontosaurus? One of them didn't exist, wasn't that? It was just
Terrible lizard
just
intended to
some,
get a snack of me was none other than the most
some
awful of the
paleontologist's
monsters,
vanity project.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Oh, now you are an expert on dinosaurs.
Oh, hardly an expert, General. Just
Nukes are
educated by
very
the best
fragile.
schools in the world, like all good socialists. And I remember
Don't think
one
America's looking for
Russell
nukes in Pellucidar. No, America's looking for nukes in Lake Mead. They lost one. They still haven't found it.
Its hunger is ferocious, but its brain is absolutely tiny. So it can roar and roar as much as it likes, but it will never be a match for
Hey.
the sharpened mind of the good Soviet worker. All I needed was a plan to outwit the monster.
Again, I am not really qualified with explosives of any kind, much less nukes. But I think you're right, Tolpanzer, with nukes in general not being at all similar to TNT, except for the fact that I believe with some designs they do include TNT as, like,
Imagine my shock and surprise to find
basically the whole bomb is a gun. And if it fell wrong before it armed, it may never work. Yeah.
It had been ransacked. Someone had made off with the tools, the weapons, the rations, and the spare parts for the Pragviev. I began to suspect foul play. Perhaps little Orpheus was not lost at all, but stolen. All I could do was follow the trail further into Putola.
The Brontosaurus was fine for decades, but then someone found a Brontosaurus bone in a collection. It was labeled Apatosaurus and was discovered earlier than Brontosaurus. I see. So they all got renamed Apatosaurus. I see. Oh, we're at this part. Gripping gameplay. Which is to say, just don't play. There's no skill expression here. Yoink.
The furious beast almost looks friendly here. Like a
quite
common
large.
house pet, like a dog or koshka. I can assure you that in person they are definitely not domesticated creatures.
He is so sick of listening to this narrator. What all have I found?
The drill device, codenamed Mother Calliope, was a testament to
That's
the
a cool
brilliance
name.
of Baikonur engineers.
Whoops,
It
science.
now spends its days as a nesting roost for the pterodactyls of Plutonia. Sigte пожалуйста, товарищи.
Oh, is this...
The little Orpheus was a
Ah,
cramped
look at
and
that.
smelly affair on the inside, despite its
Wait a
remarkable
minute.
exterior. And there was a definite smell of dog. They assured me it was specially constructed for a cosmonaut, but I remained skeptical. It definitely smelled of dog.
Okay, so the little Orpheus is... He said the nuke was powering the radio. They're taking some real liberties with the design of this. All right, we are at 6. Right. I'm gonna get cheeky with it. Let's see if I can get from one side to the other before he bites me, and... Nope. Alright. We'll do it the slow way. Also, this isn't re-instancing me. It's respawning me. I'm not sure how I feel about that. The only real direct consequence here is that, well, it might be easier because it's not actually reloading anything. It's just moving me and blacking out the screen for a second. That being said, it leads to inconsistent timings. Suppose I should consider myself lucky it's not reaching out to grab me with those long T-Rex arms. The Tyrannosaurus Rex and its famously long arms.
So we all agree this was the fabled land of Plutonia, do we? I don't remember accepting that.
I will admit it might not have been Plutonia if you are prepared to accept the dinosaur.
This isn't a negotiation, Ivan Ivanovich.
General, you can disagree all you like, but there's very little you can do to persuade me it wasn't a dinosaur.
I might not be able to persuade you, but I can always have you shot.
So there is fall damage. And I can't slide off the bottom of a rope. So as it stands, none of these orbs have been anywhere but on the main path, making this a director's commentary with extra steps. Yeah, these collectibles are 100% here just to pad playtime. A fall, death walls anyway. See, that's the thing. I don't know if it's actually walling anything. Like, I think it's just zipping me back a little. Right, up into the plant I go, and since he just moved, I'm going to keep on going right on through. This is the kind of game that would go well in like an Xbox 360 Summer of Arcade or something like that. A low-stakes endeavor. That being said, I'm pretty sure I got Limbo during the summer of indie. And that was, I have very few complaints about Limbo. This almost looks like a tech demo. Okay, can I get my last couple of orbs now? I would like my cosmonaut fursuit, please. Limbo was pure Gattori. Well, yes and no. I see the joke you're making, but... look down. Look down, T-Rex. I see the joke that you are making. But Limbo, with its very... no-color scheme, and everything is silhouettes, and it's... aesthetically and mechanically, it does a very good job of being a productive is the wrong word. Aesthetic is close, but still doesn't feel quite right. I'll call it an aesthetic nothingness. Gattori may be a good thing. You don't have the definition to hand.
You hid in an egg.
Yes, General. I hid in an egg.
You hid in an egg shell because you were not absolutely trailing
If only
yolk.
I had a single legion of men as brave and ingenious as you, with only 100 men equipped with eggs to hide in, we could roll across Europe in a day.
General, are you mocking me?
You are as sharp as you are brave, Tavarish.
So, something that it took me an awful lot longer than it probably should have to learn is that comrade is an English word and tovarish is Russian for comrade. I didn't know that. I had been incurious for quite a number of years, and I felt quite silly when I learned that. Well, the yolk was not on him. That's the point. There was no egg in that egg. All right, we got an outfit. All right, we got it. I'm guessing like monkey dinosaur spacesuit?
Rocketry is a dangerous business.
A storyboard.
But how to best capture the sheer power?
Here's an idea, let's not. Alright. Sounds good to me. Let's just tidy up this level and we'll call it a night. A man in a dog mask or a dog with people gloves? I choose to believe dog. We've all got the same general bone structure, you know? The same general distance. Well, not distance. The same general setup of hip to knee to ankle. Broadly speaking, that's how it works. Also, part of what was throwing me off is it keeps highlighting the E button when it tells you to push control, and it doesn't actually, hold on. No, yeah, E button doesn't do anything. The default settings do not line up with the tutorial graphics. I can see why they might make that change, because control is a better option here. The pinky finger is not directly involved with the WASD keys, and so you don't have to pick one, which will be inaccessible. You don't have to give up a finger that would normally be used on that to push or pull. But they kind of fumbled the tutorial graphic. Not game-breaking, but well, it's kind of tutorial graphic breaking. Not much sense having a picture of it at all if you're going to have the wrong picture.
I still struggle to believe it. A whole lost city, buried in that jungle deep below the crust of the earth. Who would have thought it was possible?
Who indeed?
See, I
It is,
really...
of course, a shame you didn't
Hold
think
on.
to record the moment for posterity and help us all to get over our disbelief.
But I did, General, I did. My training was excellent, and I immediately took out my komsomolets and began to document all I could.
So, this giant face here either bends or just kind of goes into a solid rock. Because this wall here that has a face mounted to it was one crate higher until I pulled the crate out. And if we look here, there is not a crate's worth of clearance up top. It looks like a garage door opener, but it also looks like a 2-foot thick slab of stone. And those are, I will say they are beyond my knowledge of masonry to blend those two things together. All right, let's try that again. There we go. I'm realizing that on keyboard,
Where is this camera now, then?
this is a one-handed
General.
game.
Yes. What, of course, I meant to say was my training was excellent, and I immediately reached for my camera, only to realize it must have been torn from my utility belt in the crash and lost forever in that
Generally
forgotten jungle.
speaking, video games that are designed to be played with one hand are, I will say, somewhat different in intent. I hope. I mean, I certainly don't get that vibe from looking at this guy and listening to him, but maybe I just don't know what people want.
The horrendous beast had returned and was hungrier than ever.
Perhaps it was angry it had been fooled by an egg-wearing idiot.
That is unkind, General. It may have been small of brain, but it was grand of stature.
Whereas you, Ivan Ivanovich, are lacking in both departments.
All right,
Presuming there were no more...
the final
It
orb.
really was
Oh,
a
plants.
remarkable place. Quite unlike the small vegetable patch at the bottom of Uncle Sasha's garden in Chebalinua. I suspect his Raditsky were not carnivorous either.
I like these plants. They're quite nice.
Eggs to hide in. Did you have a new
Eggs.
plan?
I did, General.
It's not the guy, it's the T-Rex. Ooh. Oh, I see. I see. You might be onto something,
So
Lizard.
tell me, what was this brilliant plan?
Also, if it's that easy to just plow through these ancient ruins, how did they survive to be this ancient in the first place? I mean, sure, various forest creatures wouldn't be terribly incentivized to be here at all. Not a lot of food to be had in quarried stone. But, like the little lizards, the big... Do they even have mammals down here? That's a question. Because the mammals and the dinosaurs typically, well, didn't get along, environmentally speaking. It is the time of mammals because it is not the time of the mega lizards. I'm putting too much analysis into this, but that is a direct consequence of...
Will our intrepid yet doomed hero
That is a
survive the
direct
jaws
consequence
the
of how
ferocious
little they are
dinosaur?
giving me to do moment to
Will he meet
moment.
his end miles underground as an aperitif for a ravenous raptor? What dark secrets could be buried in the lost city of Agartha? Will the general ever discover the location of his lost bomb? All of these questions and more will be answered in the next exciting episode of Little Orpheus!
Okay, how many episodes are there? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. Oh, this is going to be a 6-hour game. Why do they have delete save right there? Why can I not exit the game except from inside a level? The Synapsids were proto-mammals, and they competed with the proto-reptiles. And out we go. The reptiles won, and the dinosaurs were so dominant that the Synapsids only survived as tiny animals. Okay. All right. Well, where are we gonna go? Am I even online? I think I am. You're talking to me like I'm still saying stuff. All right, where are we gonna go? Oh, everybody's on. Everybody's on this week today. Okay. We're just gonna go see our emotional support Ram. He's playing Control. Still making mouth noises, beak noise. That's still a mouth, isn't it? Huh. All right. I dread getting my metrics email about this, because even though I think it's actually wrong, I do see people chatting, it's telling me that only one viewer is here. Beaks are a subset of mouths. Yeah. Okay, this Saturday I'm going to try and get an art stream done. This Wednesday I am not going to be doing Unite, because that is not Unite night. Next week? Is next week the Donnybrook? I haven't invited anybody. Yeah, next week is the Donnybrook. I gotta get on that. I also gotta get on sending the 2 job-related emails and doing my own content. Oh boy. I am not super on top of life things right now. Alright, on that note, take care of yourselves. Stay cool. It's too hot. It's too hot all over the place, everywhere. Douse yourselves in alcohol. Let it evaporate. Do something. You deserve to be not boiled in your own skin. Until next time, take care of yourselves.